Now, oh cool. Now we can connect to crowd control. Let's see if this works correctly. Crowd control's weird with this game sometimes. All right. Well, have fun with that. Shit. Actually, I don't like anything in this fucking room. Let's get rid of it all. I've only ever played this on the Xbox, so it's gonna take a few seconds to remember how the controls work. Okay, well, those are all the normal controls, but what's inventory again? So yeah, I've played Stardew on the Xbox, but I bet you inventory's high. No? Okay. I can't stand Terraria. I don't know why. I think it's the side-scrolling. It could be something to do with vision, but I hated it when I could see, so I don't... I don't know why. I guess... Anyone remember what the inventory button is on Stardew? Oh, E. I guess it was E. Trashing everything's so much easier, though. Who needs a fucking TV? I know it gives you weather reports and whatnot, but that doesn't sound important. We're gonna make this hard. Okay, yeah. Okay, true. So modding is absolutely amazing in Terraria. I can guarantee. I definitely agree with that. It's also really good in other... Oh, didn't know you could delete these fucking windows. I don't need to see. Who needs... Can I actually delete them from here? No. So, E... Yeah, who needs furniture? I just need this fish thing and, let's see here. I'm not making it easy to move everything. I guess you have to click on the very bottom to move shit. You should be able to move this. Yeah, we should create a Minecraft server for the Discord. You know what? I have played Calamity on Terraria, if that's the mod I'm thinking of. But I was like the first like generation version. It was fucking crazy. There were bosses everywhere. Yeah, I think a Minecraft server could be a lot of fun. I would probably end up paying for a server, so it's up 24/7 versus dealing with one from my house. Because I could set one up here, but I would probably just pay for an actual server. It'd be a lot safer as well. A lot easier to reset if something goes wrong. It also wouldn't have to run through 12 firewalls. Okay. Let's see here. This is just like one of those like kind of relaxing games we can play. So we've been doing a lot of neuro stuff recently. Is there anything else you guys want to do besides neuro stuff? I mean, yeah, obviously we can play games. I'm gonna have well, we can do the Minecraft server. I can set up a lot of different types of servers. Like for instance, if we do G Portal, I can set up like 6 servers, which could be interesting. I don't know how I would police it very easily, though. I tried doing a Satisfactory, Silksong. We could try Silksong. Here's the thing. I will play any game you guys want me to play. I will not necessarily be good at those games. So, easier games that you would have... Well, okay, so the way crowd control works now is you can add crowd control to any game, even the ones that don't have it, like native. But it only adds the disrupt things. Yeah, we could do Skyrim. We have played... Why can't I aim? Why? Are you not fucking working? Okay. We have played Skyrim before. But we made some mistakes because we played starting with crowd control. And what happened was, while I priced everything else out correctly, there was one thing that I didn't realize is you could just throw the fucking player into the air and you could spam it. So I fucking died a million times to a bunch of assholes just throwing me in the air all the time. And I'm like, God damn it. And I could not figure out how to fix it right off the bat. I could probably fix it now. So yeah, we could play Skyrim. So if you go onto the whatever, there should be the panel somewhere up there. Crowd control lets you modify things in the game that we're playing right now. So you get free coins every hour, I think. And then you can obviously pay for coins if you want. I don't know. You can also convert channel points into coins, which is actually useful because otherwise my channel points are moderately worthless. Because unlike Vettel, who charges 65,000 points for a single highlight message, mine's like 100. Yeah, I know you can connect Skyrim to an AI chat mod. What, there's actually a mod that makes it so you can what was it? It allows you to connect all the NPCs to like ChatGPT or something like that. Which I think is actually a pretty interesting mod. I like how in this game, like, everything's, like, just slightly off from where you're gonna click. Oh, you know what? I wonder... auto run. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need this on, because I can't fucking see shit. Advanced crafting's good. Animal sounds are annoying. Oh, maybe it's the hardware cursor that's glitching out here. Yeah, whatever. We'll leave it as is right there. You know what? I think this is one of those games where you have to actually save the thing. Oh, no. Never mind. It auto-saved. Okay. Let's see here. But yeah, what I want to start doing, though, is I have basically set up... Holy shit. Well, we know part of crowd control is working. I like it when crowd control actually works no problems on the game versus like fucking glitching out. The worst one for this game, though, which I thought was stupid, was there's the ability to downgrade tools. And it was priced at like, I want to say 40 cents or something like that, or 40 coins. Which, yes, it did have sound on my end. Did it not have... Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. Crowd control was offline. The sounds weren't online for crowd control. My bad. There was actually a sound with that. It was a fucking bear screaming. Is it like super loud right now? Okay, that's weird. Why is crowd control freaking out? 1 second. I wonder if crowd control's directly linked to game capture, which is weird. It shouldn't be. 1 second. Let me open up the properties for that. Yeah. Okay. Was it pulling up the no, it was loud on everyone's side. Was it pulling up the audio for the game as well? Is that what happened? Because that means the crowd control is capturing audio where it shouldn't be. Like it's capturing like all screen audio. When it should only be capturing audio. Okay, well, let's see if this works. I lowered it down, obviously, to the game. Well, I lowered it to half, so Obviously, there's going to be some testing involved with this shit. What else is new? Streaming always works great. I need a team to manage all of my basic things. Because I can't fucking pay attention, apparently. I have no idea where to go on day one. I've never played the river one. And I've never actually beat this game. I like vaguely understand there's a few things I can do, but there's a lot of things I can't do. I'm about to run out of energy. That's good to know. I love how a lot of people get obsessed with games about farming, but don't actually want to go run an actual farm. What's your job? Oh, I play Supermarket Explorer on Steam as a living, but I don't want to actually work as a at a supermarket. That just sounds awful. Okay, so from what I understand, by the way, there's an option to forcibly like kill a kid in this game, and built into the thing, it just deletes a kid. So I guess one of the options in crowd control allows you to forcibly divorce the character in game, but you can also like kill their child. And I'm like, what kind of fucking option is this? The original option was set to 100,000, which is like $1,000 or something like that. Yeah, it's one of the most expensive options on the crowd control site. If you go take a look at it, I lowered it down, but you'd still have to pay $25 to do it. So you got to be some evil bitch to do that. By all means, feel free. I guess we need. Oh no, that's right. It's E. Crafting. I hate how not crafting works, but the if you pick anything up in this game, it automatically forces you to delete an item for the most part. Well, at least it does in the Xbox. On here, it might be. How did I get cookies? Let's see here. It's nighttime, 7:50, and I'm almost about out of energy. Well, fuck it. Let's go back to bed. Yeah, killing me is only 175 coins. Yeah. How do I just... What? Oh, there we go. The clicking is weird in this game. Well, yeah, so killing... Like, the only reason you kill someone in this game is if they're, yeah, if you're gonna do that, what you do is you, delete my energy, which is way fucking cheaper to do, by the way, and it just makes me reset the day, basically. Actually, the worst one is when my energy's almost gone, and you make me lose energy, and what happens is, it'll make it so where, some random villager finds me, drags me off to bed, and is like, hey, you fell asleep in the middle of the fucking village again. And then you only wake up with half your energy. So it, like, ruins your next day as well. I want to get to the mine, but that you can't even unlock the mine till day 5. I want sprinklers, damn it. I've made it to the level 2 sprinkler, but I never made it to level 1. Or not level 1, the iridium sprinklers. There's like iridium sprinklers, which are obviously insane for no reason. Reminds me of fucking Borderlands. Apparently there's a desert you can unlock. I've never ever done that. Also, I think you guys can combine points together somehow. I don't know how that works. Look at this. My guy looks so fucking stupid from the front. Like, from the side, you're like, oh, that's fine. But then you see his, like, big, stupid fucking nose right here. Look at that. I want to just like shove this guy into the fucking water. He's just like sitting there like, oh, yeah, it does look like a Minecraft villager. Apparently Avocado Animation has a 20-minute video for his next animation with Minecraft villagers like rising up and revolting against Steve. Woo, a fishing rod. Come on, just shove him in the water and be done with him. No. Let's see if fishing's as garbage as it is on the Xbox. Actually, I have no idea what the click point is for this one. Anything. Okay, so it is that. It is a stupid system. Yeah, we did it. Okay. What's funny is the bar on the Xbox is like 1.5 times bigger. So they're like, yeah, we think you're a lot dumber when you use an Xbox, so we're gonna make it a little bit easier. I guess we could go down here. It's spring, so we should be able to grab some leeks. Hi, little kid. I should have said, I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. You know, I bet you we could do longer streams if I like rotate between gaming and reaction stuff. Because what happens is I get not bored necessarily, but kind of distracted when it comes to reaction content. So maybe if I break it up, we can do like longer streams. I want this house. Why couldn't I start here? This is like a perfect fucking house. There's like nothing fucking useful here. Usually there's like leeks or onions and stuff out here, but it might be too early in the season. Fucking garbage. I guess I'll go clear out my own fucking house. All right. I have to go backwards. Let's see here. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Usually there's a lot more shit in the way. I guess there's nothing I could do right now, so I guess we're gonna chop down some fucking trees. Yeah. How much is Pal World right now? So Nintendo keeps losing lawsuits against them? They're the ones who own Pokemon, right? Actually, I don't remember who owns Pokemon exactly. I mean, we could also play Satisfactory. That took 8 years to leave early access. Woo, I got smarter somehow. $30. I will get it later. The way my channel works is I'm not allowed to use house money on the channel. So the channel itself has to make money. And I don't get paid from Twitch for another I don't think till March. But yeah, we can get it. We can get it next month. Actually, that's not a problem. I need another chest. Oh yeah, well, I mean, I saw the game and a bunch of my friends were playing it. So. And I was like, yeah, well, at the time, what was I doing? I was playing, there was another game that was out around that time. I think it was Enshrouded. I was playing Enshrouded when I, with the new updates or whatever at that time. So, I didn't really jump on it. And then, also at the time, that was when my eye was really starting to have problems. Now I'm just kind of over it, and I'm just like, fuck it. Do what I can. Is Pokemon owned by a bunch of different companies? That could be an interesting, like, deep dive. It's kind of hard to follow anything with Pokemon, though, because, you know, anytime you try to do anything with them or any weird Japanese company, they're like, yeah, we're just going to strike you. We don't like our secrets getting out. And you're like, what the fuck? I'm trying to be nice here. And they're like, yeah, we don't care. Like, remember the whole thing where Doug was trying to get Point Crow to say he was making another fucking Nintendo mod on stream, and he's like, I don't really want to say that. Nintendo's very, very strict about what I'm allowed to say anymore. Easy to get him to donate $1,000. Hard to get him to say Nintendo. He's working on a Nintendo mod. Okay, so there is a reason for that. So in Japan, when you create something, you automatically own the IP. That's it. There's no, like, copyright, right? You just own it. And if anyone tries to take it from you, you have the legal right to stop them regardless. If you don't attempt to stop them, they can actually take the right away from you. So they base it entirely off of how their law works, which is what Nintendo does. Now, Nintendo knows damn well that they can't enforce anything in the U.S. Not really. They know for the fact that they will lose, but they don't care because they're primarily paying for their lawyers just based off of interest in other shit in their company. It doesn't cost them money to do any sort of lawsuit stuff. It's irrelevant to them. What they're doing is they're trying to make it so people are less likely to even bother trying. And they succeed fairly well at that. There are a shit ton of people who won't come near Nintendo with a 10-foot pole, even if, you know, there's valid criticism against them. Because it's just easier not to deal with it. And a lot of streamers can't afford to go against them, or just YouTubers in general. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Nintendo has never made any money on their lawsuits, but they have seriously destroyed people's lives because they can. And legally, they can try. And a lot of times, legally, they're right. But a lot of times, they're wrong. So that's the thing. With fair use for them, they're generally wrong. But they can still sue you if they want to. You still have to fight them in court. And their whole goal is not to win. Their goal is to bankrupt you. That's it. They don't care about winning. They care about bankrupting you, and that's easy. No. Don't you... Ah, damn it, you fucking pieces of trash. Wait, why the hell did wood sink? I understand the sap, but what about the wood? That made no sense. That's bullshit. At least let me use, like, my fishing rod to, fucking... Oh, wait, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, well... Just in general, though, I mean, Nintendo is... Wait, let me go back. Did I miss something? Controversies. Oh, okay, why Japan shits all over their IP so often? Well, I mean... Yeah, no, you're talking about in general, right? Yeah, but, like, in general, Sony does the same shit when they're in Japan. Who else does that? Pretty much every Japanese company, for the most part. Anyone... Yeah, One Punch Man. There's another example which is pretty interesting. It's you know how you're allowed in the U.S. or most other countries to download ROMs and or at least you're allowed to download ROMs if you own the game, right? So you're allowed to make modifications, mods, and things like that to games you own. And technically, you can usually give them out for free in most cases. That's highly illegal in Japan in most cases. So, you know, just making a ROM or just making a mod is generally considered bad. And what's interesting is the amount of people that will defend the companies versus anything else. Now, to be fair, that may have something to do with a lot of your social media in some of those countries is tracked heavily. Whereas in the U.S. and Europe and other places, you can easily hide behind anonymity to a degree. But a lot of times, from what I understand, is sometimes your online presence is tied to your actual, like, social presence. So if you say something stupid that is just, you know, minor here in the U.S., that's why there's not a lot of bad reviews on sites and things like that in Asian countries, just in general. Because you can be sued for defamation even if it's true, which is hugely problematic. In the U.S., it has to be false. If it's true, it's true. But in a lot of places, it doesn't matter if it's true. It's still destroying the, you know, reputation of something, right? Yeah, that's true. Well, there's downsides of perfectionism too, and that is, and a big one is, you know, a very specific rate is much higher than average because people can't handle the pressure. And the other problem is, you know, because people can't handle that pressure, it reflects badly on their family and everything else around them. So it's a whole additional problem. In the U.S., though, you know, parents just disown their kids and they're like, yeah, I just don't give a fuck about them. But you also have enough kids disowning their parents, so it's the U.S. has another whole set of problems, though. I mean, jeez. I think the funniest thing in the U.S. is the amount of idiots who think that we have the best, most amazing free speech everywhere, anywhere in the world. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Tons of places have free speech. Tons of places have more free speech than the U.S. And I'm like, okay. I'm just not going to argue with you in your third grade math. Or the fact that you don't have any sort of world history or any other random knowledge in that area. Oh, yeah. Well, okay. So that's the problem, though, about online, though. Online, you end up having the worst. Like, for instance, we were earlier talking about random surveillance things in the Discord. And a lot of the U.S. is heavily surveilled through AI systems in like grocery stores and things. But that's not going to be true everywhere. That's just going to be true in your high population zones. That'll be true in LA. That'll be true in Houston. That'll be true in Chicago. And pick any other high population zone that has enough money to pay for that type of tech, right? Pick some random fucking town in the middle of the South, and they're not going to have any of that. They won't even have cameras anywhere. So it's going to be very dependent on location. Just like, you know, everyone owning, you know, more guns in the US than, you know, population. You know, a certain amount of people are going to own more than half of them. A lot of people don't even care about that shit. A lot of people don't even like driving. Now, I'm a very special case when it comes to driving, but a lot of people just don't give a shit about things like that. But then there's a lot of people who, like, lose their fucking mind over being told that they're losing their license at 92. What day is it? Today's the 4th? Tuesday the 4th. Did I water these already? Yes. Yes? Yes. Okay. Oh, there's a... Oh, well, yeah, I can absolutely... Well, okay, perfect example of U.S. education is you have to treat each state like their own country to a degree, which, yes, technically they're united, but they're only united if someone attacks the country. For the most part, every state acts like their own country. So what one state does for education is completely unrelated to what another state does. California does not teach their kids the same as Iowa. There's no standard. Oh yeah, no. I'm a perfect example would be all the fucking people that freaked out about like Bad Bunny. Remember? They're like, he's not American. I'm like, bitch, he's from Puerto Rico, an American territory. You piece of shit. What the fuck are you talking about? But, you know, it's like, how do you explain this to people, right? People like to stay in their own bubbles, regardless. And this is probably true all over the world. A lot of people will stay in their own kind of bubbles in most cases. That's why when I was doing the independent, what do you want to call it, political channel, I got death threats from every side. Which was crazy. It was very interesting. Don't recommend a political channel. Not unless you just, like, hate everyone. Yeah, I mean, all countries have bias. Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, like, for instance, when you're, like, I have friends who grew up in India. They didn't really learn about World War II because they had nothing to do with any of it for the most part. That's why you have a bunch of stupid places in India that use various symbols from Germany around that time in their stuff, and they also have names that are all related. And they have no fucking clue because it didn't have the same meaning to them. And you're like, well, you can be like, well, worldwide they should know because of the internet. But I mean, if you're in your own insulated bubble, well, there's that. Yes, you're right. But there's also the fact that the name Adolf and his last name are not necessarily bad over there. There's plenty of people with that name. So, and that's what's interesting about, like, world history in general. Ooh, we can go to the mine today. I need to get down to the level 40 on the mine. what kind of fucking nonsense is this? This is like listening to Costco. Landside. Oh, hey. We got plants I skipped over. We got parsnips. I like how that took, like, no energy. Okay, let's go to... Yeah, there's a lot of people who have been elected with, like, crazy names that you'd be like, why would your parents name you that? But they're like, well, it's just a normal name here. And you're like, oh, my bad. I guess I'm just stupid. Yeah, don't use that word here ever. I mean, well, okay, so that's it depends on a lot of key factors. Primarily, don't use it while online in any way if you even want to be monetized in any way, regardless of who you are. Because ad revenue does not fuck around with that, like, at all. It's very interesting what's considered a bad word in a lot of places and what isn't in other places, right? Yeah, well, okay, so that's what happens actually a lot of times, because there's someone on Reddit recently who said they came to the U.S. Oh, I didn't know there was a skip button. That's good to know. They came to the U.S. and they were using a word that was similar to that word, but it meant something totally different in their native language. But the problem is they were saying it out loud while they were on a train. And someone almost beat the crap out of them, and they had no idea what the hell was going on. So that's part of the problem when you, like, go to another place and not think too much about it. Like... 1 second. Let me fix this real quick. I don't like this setup. And that's better. I need that second bag, damn it. It's gonna be an interesting video when it gets on my channel. Ooh, yeah, we found copper. Fuck yeah. You know what's funny is I hate these slimes. They're super annoying. For whatever reason, slimes in this game are impossible to kill. Screw it, I don't want to be on this level. Like, even later on, when you get down to the lower levels and you have a super amazing weapon, slimes are fucking bullshit. You know what's funny, though, is these guys are super important. Ah, shit! Doesn't pause the game. Good to know. Fucking... Hey, they've got hardwood here. How do I... Dark striped shirt. Okay, well, obviously we're going to put that on. Yep, that's important. I need sap. Okay, no, I need the hardwood. Okay. That's one of the other reasons I like Twitch, though. We're not just, like, insulated in this weird bubble of I'm only streaming to, like, people in the Western Hemisphere of LA, right? Like, I have Hanvix, who's over on the East Coast. I got a lot of you guys who are over in Europe who are totally, looking at America in a different light, which right now is got to be some sort of weird fucking reality show for the entire planet. Don't worry, it's probably the same here, actually. What time is it? Is it 10:30 p.m. for you? 10:30 p.m. Yeah, right now it's noon here. Let's see here. What if I streamed at like 7? What time would that be? That's the problem though. That the only downside of time zones is the massive change shift, right? Now that's the upside of having the YouTube channel, so you can just catch videos whenever. But it's different than being on a stream, right? I guess the ideal solution, because of the way I stream, or because of my viewership, it'd probably be better for me to do 2 streams. Like, if I'm going to be streaming, I should do 2 streams on a given day. 1 second. I want that second bag. Okay. Maybe I could do 2 streams on a day. On days I have time. I got to be more specific there. On days I have time, and then I just split it up. Like, for instance, let's say I did a morning stream. So if it's 10:30, and for you it is... Okay, so if it's... like, if I did an 8 a.m. stream here, which would be 4 hours ago, that'd put you... That'd be around 6. That'd be a much easier time. The problem is I have to work it around my schedule, and my schedule's dependent on if I have a contract. Now, while I don't have a contract right now, when I do have a contract, I have no fucking clue of what's going to happen. Like, my schedule could be totally open, or it could be, you know, hugely problematic. What the hell was that? That was a loud ding. That was, E? Where the fuck is my journal? Is it J? K, L, G. What viewership is highest? No, that's not really how viewership works for me. If you're talking about, like, Twitch, the highest viewership is only when I do neuro stuff. My highest viewership is always when I'm doing neuro-related things. Which makes sense, because people are obsessed with fucking neuro right now. But when I'm playing games, where we at 5 viewers, that's pretty average for gaming. The main reason for gaming is I get less bored. Like, sometimes it's up to like 15 or so when we're gaming, but we have to be playing like a game that I'm getting like destroyed in, like Raft. When I'm playing Raft, you guys are fucking assholes in that game. It's great. I will never get to the first island with you guys. Ever. Why can't you fucking aim? Uh-oh. I didn't realize my energy was at 0. Alright, well, I guess we're leaving. I don't have anything to eat. Yeah, it probably will. Because what'll happen is I will change it to just chatting and switch over to neuro, and it will probably spike by 10 people. Which is fine. I mean, I need 4 to 6 videos for the YouTube channel. The way the YouTube channel is kind of set up right now is I have solo videos, which are prepped 4 max per day, and then the stream videos, which are 4 max per day. The reason I'm having it prepped like that is it's more likely that people will freak out and not want to wait, so they'll spend the $1 on my membership. Which is, I think, kind of funny. Considering I released it all for free anyway. Oh no, I forgot to go buy seeds. I'm pretty sure that place is closed now. Shit. We have +1 hoe proficiency. Fantastic. And we can make cherry bombs. Great. Yeah, that's true. There's basically... One second. Yeah, there's basically nothing... There's a never-ending stream of stuff when it comes to Euro content. Or just content in general. 10 slimes. And let's go... I guess we need to make a scarecrow first. That's the most important thing right now. I need coal, fiber, and wood for that. Maybe tree sap, I think. What does tab do? Did it lock it in place? I don't know. Alright. Scarecrow. Good enough. Alright, now we need seeds. Okay, let's go get seeds. I keep doing that. You know what we should do? We should also play Graveyard Keeper. That'd be interesting. I'm gonna turn off something. I want to see if crowd control is overriding the game sound. Can you guys still hear it? Because if it's still overriding it, that's interesting. Oh, that's right, 9. It looks like it is. That's weird. Was it like doubling at all? Did you guys hear it's like some weird like echo? I mean, America's basically North America, South America, and then for some reason, a lot of people think Canada is its own thing somehow. So, of course, a lot of people in the U.S. also think Canada is its own thing. So I don't really know how to describe that to people. Okay. Well, no, like, so for instance, if I reactivate game capture, does it sound like weird? So I turned game capture back on. I think that was the main problem. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people in the U.S. don't understand that Europe is made up of a bunch of countries. Now, the other thing though is a lot of people in Europe don't understand how distance works in the U.S. You know how many times I've fucking seen people that are like, I'm gonna go to Disney World today, and I'm like, dude, we're in like Texas or something, or like in California. They're like, just give me a day trip. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm like, are you flying there? I'm like, maybe you could say, because I'm like, that's a 4-hour flight. One way. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You are not going to go to Disney World and then go see the Golden Gate Bridge. I think, what was it? It was recently. We had someone come visit from they wanted to go see the Grand Canyon and then San Francisco in the same day. And I'm like, are you driving there? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, I see. I'm like, you can drive 10 hours and not leave California. Let alone go through Nevada and then Arizona. Well, yeah, so like I live in an area that like the nearest grocery store is a 30-minute I'm very close to grocery stores, right? In general. But it would still be a 10-minute drive to a grocery store. A walk, you're looking at like maybe 45 minutes up hills. Maybe longer. It'd probably actually take close to an hour. Because the speed limit in the area is like, well, now we use garbage limits, but, well, I mean, like, 10-minute drive is incredibly close to a grocery store. And that's with only 2 stoplights in the middle, you know? And the minimum speed limit is, now this is America, so it's 45 miles per hour, which is, I can't remember what the conversion is offhand, but it's whatever the conversion is to regular speed for everyone else. Well, so what happens, though, is a lot of people, if there was a grocery store right next to me, that'd be awesome. But I also just don't go to grocery stores. I have everything delivered to my house. It's free delivery, so I mean, I can get any $35 order for free with no delivery fees and no tips from Walmart. They actually, it costs $40 a year for that, but it's worth it. So I don't even bother going to the grocery store anymore. Because let's face it, if you go to the grocery store, you're going to be spending a lot more money where at the store because, you know, you're going to see a bunch of items on the shelf that you want that you know you shouldn't buy. Okay, we can go get seeds finally from Pierre's. I mean, so like here's an example. When I was in high school, I would regularly commute an hour and maybe an hour and 20 minutes every day to school. That's how far my school was away from my house. Driving. That was an hour and 20 minute one way driving to school. So that's why a lot of people, you know, a day trip for a lot of people around here, easily 4 hours one way. That's a day trip. That's not for everyone. I guess we're only getting those. I thought I had more money from... Oh, no, I never fucking turned them in. Duh. You have to actually sell them. From what I understand, though, is like our freezers and refrigerators are what, 4 and 5 times the size of your guys's in some ways. Like, for instance, my freezer holds easily, it's an upright freezer, and it holds 300 like frozen meals if I wanted to stick frozen meals in them. You know, like those, like, I don't know, TV dinners. It could hold 300 of those things easily. And then I also have a massive fridge in my main house, too. Okay, so miles per hour are used in Europe as well, but you guys use both. So Like for instance, the U.S. does dates really stupid. We also do temperature stupid. Right, right. And I would assume wherever the Autobahn is, which is like Germany or whatever, also does that. Mm. I mean, like for instance, we can switch it on our cars if we want to. At least it gives you the option, you know. But some people here are so fucking stupid that they'd be like, "Oh, I could drive 300 miles an hour." It's not 300. Okay, one second. Let me let's plant these things before I get distracted. Oh wait, no, we need fertilizer. We have fertilizer now. Let's make some fertilizer. E. Yay, fertilizer. Let's do the beans here because they're more annoying to deal with. Let's see. I need iron for the first level of the sprinkler system, and that's on level 40 of the mine. God damn it. Why is everything so much lower in the mine? Okay, well, let's go. Time is 7:20 p.m. We won't make it back in time. I don't have access to the minecart system. So, we're going to chop down some trees instead, I guess. Don't worry, most Americans don't understand miles per hour either. That's why we get into speeding accidents all the time. Well, okay, so, but the main reason blocks aren't really used as a measurement is most cities aren't in block formations, right? Because they're way older than the fucking, than a lot of countries. Because a lot of what I see for like Europe and like a lot of older countries is they were never meant to be some sort of block system, whereas in the U.S. specifically, you know, like if you go and look up Chicago and you look over like a giant map of Chicago, it's a giant fucking square, and everything is set up by a block, which is where you have that. Stupid fucking giant rock. I can't see anything anymore. Doesn't help that I'm regularly blind as well. 10:30 p.m. I know there's a log around here somewhere. Why won't you fucking turn? I swear to God. Okay. Well, I was going to keep talking to you guys, but you guys were in a very interesting conversation. I just figured I'd let it continue. Oh, journal's F. Okay. No. Craft a furnace. I don't know if I have this fucking... No, shit. I almost broke my damn chest. Let's see here. What is crafting a furnace? Copper ore and stone. I've got plenty of both of those. Hell yeah. Well, not plenty, but we have enough. I made my mistake last time of building these the furnace outside, and an earthquake hit and destroyed it. And I was like, what the fuck? I just built that. What? What the fuck did you go there? Fucking trash. I have to stand on here? Okay, fine. Oh, I need coal. I need coal, damn it! I need a charcoal kiln. How do I get a charcoal kiln? I need... And here we go. 2 copper bars. God damn it. Fine. Let's see here. We've been streaming for about an hour. I guess we could take a break. You guys want to do some neuro stuff or some just reactions in general? That's what's great about this game. We can just fucking pause this game. Yeah, I doubt anyone would say no to neuro. 1 second, let me check something. Okay, we'll take a break. Maybe we'll come back to this. If I split the stream up a bit, I'll get less bored, I guess. Well, yeah, the whole reason I want to stream when Neuro is live is so I get raided by Neuro. Obviously. Okay, Neuro probably would never raid me, but Evil might. I mean, I guess we could play Abandoned Archive. I'm really bad at that game. I mean, I guess I get better at it. Fine, fuck it. Let's exit real quick. There's a lot of Jeff. I assume there's a lot of people who hate me because I don't shut the fuck up. I mean, aside from the people that I've blocked, those people obviously hate me. But